glad you called for reservations.
Shall we? Welcome, everyone. Would you please join me in the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Deputy Supervisor Washensky is excused for the night. And first thing on the agenda is a public hearing. I'll open this public hearing for the property at 1756 Hubbard Road at 6:30. If anyone would like to address the board, please step up to the mic. Give us your thoughts. Seeing no one, I will close this public hearing at 6:31. Next on the agenda is the consent agenda. Can I have a motion to approve the minutes for the town board meeting of June 23rd, 2025, and the abstract of claims for July 14th, 2025?
So moved.
Motion by Joe. Can I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ray. Comments or discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next is audience one, an opportunity for anyone to address the board regarding an item on this agenda. If anyone would like to do that.
Miss, you don't happen to be here for the Hubbard Road B&B, are you? We just missed the public hearing, but we have audience one now, if you want to speak now.
Yeah. Yep. Come on up to the mic and give us your name and address and give us your thoughts. Right here.
Here.
Sorry, it's not different than Marianne.
Give us your
Hi,
name and address, please.
I'm Leah Voss. I own and live at 1756 Hubbard, and I'm hopefully opening the bed and breakfast. I'm really excited.
Okay.
Is that it?
Okay.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, yeah, no problem. We didn't know if you were a neighbor or
Yeah,
a concerned
opposed,
citizen.
either head.
Yeah.
Anyone else want to speak to the board regarding something on the agenda? Their unfinished business. Can I have a motion to approve payment to Azar Design for professional services from May 31st to June 27th, 2025 for the Brookley Drive Bridge replacement in the amount of $9,995.10, the Shear Avenue Bridge in the amount of $15,690.28, and the Cornwall Road Culvert replacement in the amount of $22,626.93. Funds will be from the line H7-5120.210.
So moved on all of them.
Motion by Ray. Can I have a second?
Second on all of them.
Second. Comments or discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next is set a public hearing. Can I have a motion to set a public hearing to be held by the town board of the town of Aurora at the Aurora Municipal Center on July 28th, 2025 at 6:30 PM regarding exterior access stairs at 12 Old Glenwood?
So moved.
Motion by Joe. Can I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ray. Comments or discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next is a request from Martha. Can I have a motion to approve awarding Craftworks located at 92 Cooper Avenue, Tonawanda, the contract for the folding partition replacement at the senior center? They were the low bid at $101,185. This project is being funded with the Community Development Block Grant in the amount of $100,700.
So moved.
Motion by Ray, can I have a second?
Second.
Second by Joe, comments or discussion?
No, great use of the funds. Glad we got them.
Yes.
Absolutely.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Under new business, can I have a request to surplus the 128 LD La Husqvarna Weed Whacker, Parks Inventory number 2527?
So moved.
Motion by Ray, can I have a second?
Second.
Second by Joe, comments or discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Mr. Supervisor, just want to clarify, I don't think that'll go to the auction. It'll probably be surplus for scrap. I mean, really no value. Just want to make sure that's clear.
cooked. She's
She's
fried,
cooked.
huh?
Okay, yeah.
There's scrap on a weed whacker? You got enough metal on there?
There's a dumpster.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, got your money out of it then.
Okay.
Next is a budget amendment. Can I have a motion to approve amending the budget to record the $50,000 grant funds received from the county to purchase the new playground equipment at the community pool park? The amendment will be as follows: increase line A 2706, grants from local governments by $50,000, and increase appropriation line A 7110.210, parks equipment by $50,000.
So moved.
Motion by Joe, can I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ray, comments or discussion?
Every time I've been over there, the playground's been very popular. So,
That's what I have heard.
yeah, kids love it. It's in the right spot. Their siblings are playing baseball, and they're sick of watching. They go over there and goof around. So
That's great.
Do they let you on it?
they do not.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, it's got a weight limit.
1 pound over. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next is a request from Donna. Can I have a motion to accept a $200 donation from the Lions Club to be used for volunteer reception luncheon?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Ray, second by Joe. Any comments or discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next, the donation request from Chris. Can I have a motion to accept the donation of $2,875 from an anonymous donor to go towards the bands for the July 3rd celebration? Donation is to go into line A2080.1.
So moved.
Motion by Joe. Can I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ray. Comments or discussion?
Oh, that's super.
Yeah, it really is.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next, the temporary use permit. Can I have a motion to approve the temporary use permit for Earth Spirit Educational Services for use of Nicely Park on August 13th from 10 to 2 p.m. and September 13th from 10 to 12:30 p.m. to walk the trails and use the pavilion?
So moved.
Motion by Ray. Can I have a second?
Second.
Second by Joe. Comments or discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next is a request from Paul. Can I have a motion to approve moving the, oh, I forgot one? Oh, F.
Works.
Oh. Next is the work session for July 22nd. Can I have a motion to cancel that work session on July 22nd due to limited availability of town board members?
So moved.
Motion by Joe. Can I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ray. Comments or discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Now is the request from Paul. Can I have a motion to approve moving the zoning board meetings of September 18th and November 20th to Wednesday, September 17th and Wednesday, September 19th due to the Bills playing that night?
So moved.
Motion by Joe. Can I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ray. Comments or discussion?
Who on the board is on the team? I didn't want to speculate.
Are you starting quarterback that night, Paul? Are you the starting quarterback that night? Oh, surprise. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. This next one, you will see that document that I said on your, in front of you when I got here. It's a bit of an explanation of the expenses on this. You can go through it if you'd like. Can I have a motion to approve Assessor Stephen Pidgeot to attend the New York State Assessors Association Educational Conference on October 6th in Lake George? Total expenses of $1,282, taken from line A 1355.404.
So moved.
Motion by Ray. Can I have a second?
Second.
Comments or discussion? I did not get those prices till late this afternoon, so
That's about what I expected. That's what those things cost, so. Lake George must have stolen the business away from Lake Placid, because it was Lake Placid forever, and now it seems like
yeah.
Lake George is taking over.
Any other comments, Ray?
No, I'm good.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Personnel policy change, I'm going to do this in two motions because I think that's best.
Okay.
Can I have a motion to amend section 402 of the town personnel policy as follows? This first sentence that I'm reading, first and second sentence that I'm reading is the way it reads now. Full-time employees shall earn sick leave at the rate of 1 day per full calendar month of completed work service. Probationary employees shall not earn sick leave days. And this part we would like to add. A full calendar month of completed work service means employee worked and was paid for used available time off to cover any absence for the work days of the month. However, unpaid absences for active duty military service or military training shall not prevent an employee from earning a sick leave day in the month in which that absence occurs. Can I have a motion to approve that?
100%, I'll make that motion.
Motion by Joe. Can I have a second?
And 100% I'll second it.
By Ray.
Very good.
I think we're behind this 100%. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. And then the second part of this, can I have a motion to approve to retroactively give Joe Kenefick the 8 hours of sick time he would have had earned under the amended sick leave policy for duties performed in the National Guard on May 15th, 2025?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Ray, second by Joe. Comments or discussion? Did you understand what I was saying with that?
100%, and whoever caught this, I appreciate it bringing it up and making sure that Joe was made whole.
Yeah, absolutely.
All in favor?
It's only right.
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Under communications and reports for June of 2025, we have the senior center, the building department, the town clerk tax, town clerk water, garbage recycle, the East Aurora Police Department, NICEAG's press release, and the supervisor's report. Business from board members. We'll start with Ray.
I know people are really anxious to hear this news, but we did put up all the trail markers at Major South. Okay? What we have not done is check to make sure that, they glow in the dark. We will be doing that soon to make sure, so. All right? It's
You have
just,
no idea how proud of you we are.
and actually, I wasn't even there. I was on vacation.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's probably why it went so well.
Yeah, you're probably right. And then secondly, Chuck and I are going to meet with Rachel Krastowski from the Land Conservancy on, July 31st to go over agriculture and farmland protection policies and see if it makes any sense for the town of Aurora, because, you know, part of our charter is to ensure the fact that we have, you know, farmland and people involved in agriculture, and hopefully that might be an avenue to help us with that.
Which is a big part of our comprehensive plan.
Absolutely. All right, and that's about it.
Thank you, Ray.
All right.
Joe?
Just the deer mitigation plan is going well. I understand we got a good, from the supervisor's office, I understand we've gotten a good response from the postcards that went out. The application is submitted, we've been in contact with the DEC, and we should have everything all teed up for the upcoming hunting season. And
Gotten many positive responses and put me on the list.
that's great. That's fantastic. I think we can really make a difference and, you know, mitigate our deforestation, spread of tick-borne diseases, and vehicle deer accidents. And also maintain a healthy herd of deer instead of when they're overpopulated, it's
Absolutely.
no good for the deer either, so. And that's,
More humane.
oh, absolutely. That's all I have.
Okay. Thank you, Joe. I have a couple things. First, I'd like to read an email that I received, actually, about July 5th. As every East Aurora knows, July 3rd is a holiday. Though unofficial, gatherings start early and go well into the night. Porches are decked out, kids are wearing bathing suits, and everyone's happy. As a resident for over 20 years, my family has grown up on the July 3rd traditions. As lovely as all that is, I am well aware that it takes a village and a town. I'm writing you to express my deep gratitude and utter awe of Megan Tent. I know every department has worked hard and long on the July 3rd, but it all comes back to Megan. She was everywhere, all day. I saw her in the early morning while I was out walking, already in the park, at the gate of the Foamy Frothy Fun, at the parade, and at the fireworks. And I cannot imagine how many steps she took. All this to say, I appreciate what she's doing for the town so much. She's really good at this, and we're lucky to have her, and I couldn't agree more. And then I also wanted to mention that I took a webinar with NICEAG on the 2nd of July, and I would suggest that you read the, what is that, the last one there, this H, 7H, under communication. It's got some pretty good stuff in there regarding what's coming up. NICEAG is proposing a 23% increase over a 5-year span, and in part, it's due to the demand, which is switching over from what was a summer peak to a winter peak, because more and more homes are going to become heated with electricity, so they're predicting that the peak of demand is going to now be in the winter, in 25 years, that is. And the other significant part of it is what they call vegetation management, and they are going to propose in this plan to put the trimming on a 6-year cycle and stick to that 6-year cycle. But it's not cheap. As I say, please take a look at that documentation, that press release that NICEAG put out, 7H. There's some good information on that.
And just to be clear, Chuck, some entity negotiates now with NICEAG. I don't know who the entity is, but they don't ask for 23% and get 23%.
Oh, yes, it's the CSA.
A starting position.
It's the CSA that they negotiate with,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
And it's a 5-year plan, so I mean, when you think about that, it's not quite as bad over 5 years, you know, they, like you say, they probably maybe won't get 23%, but.
Well, healthy trees and dependable power lines are important
Yeah.
too, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess I should say too, that, because he had a graph there, actually a pie chart was what it was, of how much of that bill that you pay is actually goes to NICEAG, not to the supplier, not to this person, not to that part, not to taxes
Yeah.
and so on. And it's really like a third.
Is that webinar still online? Do you know?
No, it was an in-person webinar.
So usually they post things like that.
I do have some, you know what, I do have brochures and that sort of stuff from it. You want me to send that to
Sure,
you?
that'd be great, thank you. Yeah, highly interested in that. And like we were talking about before, it also eliminates wholesale trimming, not trimming, people have other words for it, of those trees. So if you have a little bit every year as opposed to
Yeah.
wholesale changes, it minimizes the impact and shock.
Shock and awe.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
do it every 6 years. All right, thank you. Next is audience two, an opportunity for anyone to address the board on any topic they would like. If you would like to do so, please step up to the mic. Give us your name and address. Seeing no one, we'll move on to staff reports, and let's start with Paul.
Nothing, but thank you for making those date changes for us.
Very welcome. Rod?
Nothing.
Doug?
No thanks, nothing.
Liz?
I had a meeting last week with a representative from the new owners of the seminary property, and they have submitted a site plan application to discuss their operations. Oh, it happens. And then also for, they're installing a security booth at the main entrance and slightly reconfiguring that to accommodate that. So you, as the town board, should be getting that at your next meeting.
Are they currently occupying that property?
No. They've been doing a lot of work there to get their fire pumps back up in running, all of their fire suppression systems in their buildings back and functioning. So they're doing all of that work in order to be able to operate. They're hoping to have their first class come through in September.
This September.
Yeah. Mhm. Yep.
Interesting. Any estimate of how many? in the class? No?
Yeah, we didn't talk about that.
Okay. Interesting.
Thank you, Liz. Dave?
Yeah, first off, the thing that you talked about with NISAG, nothing to do with me, but I just, I want to say is I can totally understand that 6-year rotation really is important, because even like when we redo our roads every year, within 6 years, they're already pushed back out to where they're a problem again. So if they stay on top of it instead of waiting 20 years, it's really good. So I'm glad that you're working with them on that. It's just normal highway maintenance that if you just kept up with it, it wouldn't be so obnoxious. So a couple things I just want to go over. You knew that we had a little trouble on the Church Street Bridge where we had at the last minute, we had a telephone pole that had to get moved. The pole was never a problem, but when NISAG looked at by taking that pole and moving it only the 7 feet, it pulled the high line wires that feed the town of Wales just too close to the trees that were on the stream bank there. So we had to, thanks to Martha, we were able to get a right of entry from the resident there, the old Fisher-Price factory last week. And we got, I think, 5 200-foot tall locust trees had to come down. NISAG paid for that, but the town highway had to step in and remove all of it and haul it away. And we're going to have to stump grind that and restore it. So we will be working on the private property, but it's for the good of the project, and we did get the right of entry for them. So next week, NISAG will be able to move that pole 7 feet. And like I said, it just stretches those wires out, you know, a little bit closer to that bank. The start date for Church Street now is in 2 weeks from Monday, or no, 1 week from Monday, the 21st. But Fillmore is starting on Monday next week. So we're going to be breaking ground on both projects immediately. Fillmore first, you'll probably see a lot of activity there quick, because that project is pretty much turnkey, ready to go. So I don't see any more issues. We had a ton of different design. I mean, Martha, you saw all the emails, little, you know, normal issues, but it looks like every hurdle's cleared finally. Did worry us at the last minute, though, that it could have messed up church again this year, but it looks like we're going to make it. So as long as nothing goes wrong, that should all be done by October. The other thing I brought to the board's attention at the last board meeting, that the New York State DOT notified us that they wouldn't be able to continue to maintain the circle at the end of the 400 in South Wales, and the town highway did step in and we cleaned up the circle. I met with the DOT over there after we did it to come up with a long-term plan, and I did get some good news that the DOT is interested in designing what's called a gateway sign for us that would welcome the people to Aurora. They've done these, and they send me pictures, you know, in Wheatfield on the Niagara Falls Boulevard and in different areas. And then on top of that, they're developing a program. It's not official yet, but it looks like they're going to have a, like, adopt a highway program for circles where we go to a local nursery and allow them to have a sign that says this is adopted the circle, so a local nursery can kind of take over the maintenance. So I just want to let you know, I know the work session's canceled in July, but we have plenty of time on this, but I'm going to get this to us all for the August one. I'd like to get a plan ready for next year. I think we really can do something special there. So, good stuff. The state is very grateful we're helping them. And if you go down there, it looks a heck of a lot better.
Did you get a chance to, when you were meeting with the DOT regarding the sign to, I think it was Luke actually brought up,
Yeah.
it would be great to have some recognition for our nonprofits, such as Lions Club and Lions Club and so on.
Well,
And
yeah.
you could probably get those clubs to donate towards.
So Chuck, I think here's the bad news. This Gateway Sign Program was in existence, and at that time, nobody, I don't say we didn't think of it, but nobody really thought about it. And if it would have been put in the original design, the state would have paid for it. But because now the project's over and it's literally handed over, it may come down to where we may have to contribute to this. And in that case, yeah, I mean, that would definitely, if we could go to the not-for-profits and help like they have with the
Oh,
village.
yeah, I mean, if they could
Yeah.
just put
Yeah. No, it's a great discussion. We have time.
Sure.
I think, the good news is, it won't be just a metal tin, welcome to Aurora sign. It looks like it'll be something that'll befit our
going to be
town.
in the circle?
If it's a gateway one, no. That would be on the right-hand side, like as you're heading north. There's a kind of a guff there with the sidewalk. So if it turns out that it's what's called a gateway sign under their design, it would be to there. Again, I got pictures I'll bring, and they actually had some pretty nice ones, and we fill a couple benches. I doubt we'd ever want that
They
there.
were like stone, right? Is that?
Yeah,
I'm pulling up
real
the-
elaborate, very, very, very
They do look nice.
I can actually forward you the email for now, so if you guys want to kind of look at it, I just figured I'd bring it to a work session. So I just wanted you to let you know that we're not letting that go slip by. We'll maintain it this year, but come up with a good long-term goal. I love the Adopt a Highway plan. Boy, we have 3 good nurseries in our community, right? Or even some of the landscapers out there like Matujic, or, there's a few of them that maybe they would love to do that. So that would help us with our labor. But anyway, that's about it. Great summer. Enjoy the good weather. I think you can't complain. The parks look great. I'll tell you, go around, there ain't nothing weed whacked, not weed whacked. They're starting to paint. We're going to start our Majors North project with the Open Space Committee with the rehabbing the sign, and then we still have a few things to iron out over there.
We do.
We're going to start leveling the boardwalk. We bought all the materials. That boardwalk's been there for 17 years now. And as you know, there's some swampy parts where the ice has wiped out some posts. So with this dry weather, as soon as we're through the next couple weeks with festivals, we're going to be in there doing a lot of work. So I think pretty exciting. So besides that, that's it. Budget season already.
Yeah, sneaks up on you.
Okay.
Thank you, Dave. And can I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Motion by Joe,
Second.
second by Ray. All in favor?
Aye. Did you get all those motions, the seconds and everything? It was complicated.
Got it.
It's like watching a tennis match going back and forth.
We're going to ever do that tour.
Next week is good for me.
Next week.
What?
Not next week.
Why?
I'm not here.
End of this week?
Everybody's off next week, according to the email I saw.
End of,
Yeah, this week's fine.
okay.
Or the following week, whatever.
No, let's do it.
All right, y'all have a good night.
All right, take care.
Yeah, and I know that you're in consideration. I did that, actually, I've done it with every candidate.
Hey, Dave, that's gonna be, my left turn.
What, do you need me or
No, no,
We took care of your, we take care of your mailbox.
I was concerned about that breakfast.
Oh, okay, right, Chuck, this is one of the residents had his mailboxes wiped out in that accident last week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so, Marty, we're taking care of it. 4 of them got trashed, and I told you about it, but the street signs got changed, so, but
Yeah.
it's 40 mile an hour.
Yeah, it's
Slow down.
about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Okay.
And you said you wanted to comment on the bread and you can still send us an email.
Just read the time of the meeting, but it was supposed to be on.
Yeah, we had a public hearing and then an open
That was
open forum, but-
And that sort of takes.
Yeah, but you can email town board at townofaurora.com, and we all see that if you want to provide a comment.
I just read that time wrong.
Yeah, we used to be, I should shut it down. We used to be 7, we went 6:30.
At the roundabout,
Thank you.
That's out of my jurisdiction.
have people hiking in the roundabout? That's a great idea.
I want to introduce myself.
Sure.
That'll separate the wheat from the chaff.